happening, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. You join me on a very cold November morning. I've been away in LA quite a bit recently and it has been very warm. I was there for Irwindale and SEMA and I came back very briefly in between, so I'm just getting used to the weather. It is definitely hats, coats season, although I am wearing leggings and my legs are freezing. Well, today's video is quite an interesting one. So as it's got to the colder months, Christmas is about 3 seconds away. Everyone's got the old Christmas balls out. What does that even mean, Christmas balls? You know, like Christmas trees and like baubles and all that stuff. I just caught myself off track in that actually. Yeah, so Christmas is coming up. It gets that time of year when rear wheel drives get sketchy. Everyone puts their nice cars away. The E21 will be going away because it's having some work done it. And I need to fix my S15 and the new car is heading to the channel next week, so that's very exciting. I have actually bought it already. I'm just like savouring the moment as it's my first big purchase. But enough about that, that's on the next video, which is coming out next week. And very kindly, Mercedes has lent me a new winter toy for the month of November, but I'm going to be doing a comparison because I have actually, well actually you're on the bonnet of it right now, the 2019 G350D G-Class, G Wagon for the rest of us, baller machine, and then I will be swapping into the G63 AMG in about a week or so's time. Now, one of the reasons why I've always loved the G-Class is because it is, as I said, a complete baller machine. But I always wondered, I was like, are they like practical, you know, fuel consumption, things like that, because everybody wants a G63, but I've actually gone for this first one is the G350D. And I'm going to be living with it for about 10 days and then I will be swapping into the G63 AMG. So no further ado, because it is actually freezing out here, I'll take you for a quick look round this wicked piece of machinery. I have to say, guys, I absolutely love it. This one, as it stands, is £110,000 because it has got a lovely few little options on it. Ones that I would definitely go for, particularly the night package. Now that comes with the 20s on there, which is sort of the multi-spoke design with the black accents. And then it's got sort of the exterior sort of little bits and bobs. You can see you've got the black on the outside of the, also got the darkened indicators and tail lights. And then also we've got the heat insulating dark tinted glass as well, which is, I think you need it in this sort of thing, makes it a little bit more VIP. You can practically not even see in there. You know, one thing, it's not even just sort of the exterior styling on things. What really gets to me about these things, oh, there's a little bit of my trainers in there. Sorry, Mercedes, I use cars as like basically a walk-in wardrobe anyway. Lots of space, but my favorite thing is the quality. Listen to this. Whoa, and even when you open it, like everything feels heavy and quality, and that's one of my favorite things about it. When you get in it, you have to open the doors. Have got such a lovely sort of click. The locking mechanisms sound solid. The whole thing feels solid. It's not like flimsy. It has a proper shut to it. It reminds me of sort of old school classic car doors, you know, where you have to bang them instead of just sort of shutting, which like for some people, because when you have people in the car and then when they get in and you're like, it's not shut. Ugh. I've had that a couple times, but if you just say to them, it's like, get in, give the door a bang, and they know that that's what they have to do. But to me, that is the mark of quality. That is the mark of strength. This thing, like, it feels safe. You're up high, you're sort of looking like high up over the road, and I feel like completely surrounded in my little luxury cocoon. And that leads me into the next bit, which is getting in, because this thing is the height of luxury for an SUV. The interior is sick. One thing, because I like to be kind of up near the steering wheel, I have like smashed my knee on this a couple times, because when you get in, you do have to climb in. Interior, we all know Mercedes definitely win a lot of the time with the interiors because they're just super nice. I mean, look at all this. It's got all this Napa leather in here, this lovely like high gloss wood. The big screens on this are sick as well. Again, big favorite of mine, Apple CarPlay. Plug your phone in straight away, huge screen. You know, Apple CarPlay gives you your Spotify, your Waze, everything like that, and it all comes up here. Another thing, when I'm talking about quality of materials with the door click, look at all of this. It almost feels like billet. Everything is really nicely machined. Just the materials that they've used in here feel quality. And that's like, you know, you can get over the whole fact that it's, oh, I'm driving a G Wagon, blah, 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 blah. That's great. That'll do you for about a day. But it's actually getting to know and driving around in something that really feels quality. Like whenever someone gets in it, I'm like, it's sick, innit? And they're like, yeah, oh my God. Like, and they're just sort of touching everything because it's like glass and wood and Napa leather. I mean, it's gorgeous. I do love the Mercedes interior, like this kills it. Now don't get me wrong, this one has a few fairly expensive extras on it. It's obviously the AMG line, so for $4.5 grand you get the kind of, you get the nice wood and you get the different, you know, the air vents in silver shadow and lots of different things like that, the door center panels. Basically for £4,500 you get all the nice bits that I'm talking about with the AMG line, with, you know, the silver shadow vents, the lovely wood, the Napa leather, and it's also got the premium stuff as well in here, which is another package which was like $5 grand plus. But I feel like if you're gonna spend that sort of money on the vehicle and go for it anyway, you have to have it, because it said it's also got the winter package, which is what I'm loving currently right now, because it's got the heated seats, heated everything. It's bloody lovely, to be honest. The back as well, plenty of room. I'm trying to convince my friend who is about to have a baby to get one of these, because she's that type of girl, and I think there's loads of room for a kid. Got the pram in the back. Not for me, guys, no stress. I am not pregnant, no danger of that happening right now. But you know, one day, who knows? Anyway, let's change the subject quickly off that. Also, has anybody had one of these before? Because this is very tasty. And then I realised, I was like, why does this taste so good? You know, just a little cold coffee off the shelf in Sainsbury's. And then I looked at the label and realised it has about 19 grams of sugar in it, so I'm kind of rationing myself with them because they're so good. Right, let's do the little drive test, because I think I'm on private land here. I hope not. But I was just out and about. You know what I'm like, I always go to Essex to do my sort of car reviews and things because it's quieter and you can actually drive your car. Found a little nook and cranny somewhere near Braintree, and I have a feeling it's private land, so let's go. Joys of being a vlogger, realising it is private land. Okay, let's go do the drive. Oh, last thing, which I was just thinking when I ran away from here. Still love the fact that they retain, you know, the spare wheel on the back and the tow hitch, because that means one day I'll be able to drive my drift car, or tow it, with the G Wagon. And also this, by the way, another nice little build quality focus thing here, lovely. Nice and metal. Right, let's go. Woo! I tell you what, it gets super duper warm in here. Ugh, cozy. Taking my hat off. Is my weave all over the place? Yes, it is. Right, by the way, fresh hair. Does everyone like it? Gone dark again. You know, it's winter. Gotta look bougie. Driving impressions. Now, what I was going to say to you guys is, of course, this is not, it's the G350D, so it's not the most powerful thing in the world. I think it's 286 horsepower, and that's 600 newton meters of torque. So when you put your foot down, she does pull. But to be honest, why would you, let's look at the psychology of why you would want to own one of these vehicles. Like, a lot of people will want it for wafting, some people would want it for kids, someone would like it just as an SUV to use every day, but in premium comfort. And that's what I subscribe to right there. It's like, I have been driving this, using it as a utility vehicle, sort of moving things around. I went and picked my dad up in it the other day. He absolutely loved it because he's just had his heart up, so he's like being very quiet at the moment and he's got to sort of just chill out. So I came and picked him up in this and he was like, whoa, I love it, because it's just super comfortable. He feels like really like safe in it. He had a Ford Ranger. Unfortunately, some guy the other day, he was driving down our road, probably doing like 25 miles an hour, and some guy had an argument with his girlfriend or something, and the drives were all coming like this down the road. He got in his car, he's only 19, been driving 2 months, whizzed backwards off the drive. My daddy's obviously just driving to the shops with his wife, hits my dad head on, and the airbag in the Ranger blew my dad's hand back, broken the bones in his hand here, cut all his hand open, and just generally gave him all a big fright. And it's actually written off the Ranger. But God forbid he'd have been in a smaller car or anything like that. So, you know, for someone who's a little bit safety conscious, this thing is a tank. Like, I feel so safe in it. You're up high, you're completely enclosed in this like proper metal box. Like, that's one of the main things that I love about this. The second thing that I love about this is the fuel economy. Like, I heard Chris Harris saying about the fact that he loved the G350 over the G63, because let's be honest, let's look at the physics of it. Even though it's got, you know, upgraded suspension, blah, 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 all of this stuff, like, it's perfect for what I'm doing now. I put it into cruise, where is it? Put it into cruise there, set 65, 70 miles an hour, done. Comfortable, play my music, got my Apple CarPlay up here, massive big screen. It's just a wicked everyday vehicle. Like, as I said, SUVs, like, I've always been a bit okay about them. This is wonderful, but it's because of the pure luxury of the thing. Have had a little bit of trouble getting it into my underground parking, but that's only because, like, it just comes under the, you know, the 2.2 thing. I think mine's honestly just 2 meters, so we're pushing it there. I've seen a couple of these modified and they look sick. You can get like different wheels and stuff for them, but to be honest, I don't know what it is, but the older I get, the less, oh sick, Audi Quattro, no way. Sorry, the older I get, the less I want to modify things. I still want to do stuff. When I get the new car, obviously I'll go a little bit mental on that, because that's all good fun. But if I had one of these, perfect. I'd have all the options that this has got on, because as it stands, this one's £110,000. So I know that's a lot of money, and you'll get all the people being like, 110 grand, you know what I could buy with that? But it's like, you don't buy this as like, because you want to spend 110 grand on something else. You buy it because you know what you're getting. You're getting Mercedes, you're getting quality, you're getting good materials. I like good materials, solid quality. There's no plastics, there's no shit. There's ultimate adjustability on the seats, there's bum warmers, there's everything that you would want for your ultimate amazing daily driver. I'm intrigued to know what the G63 is like, because I feel like it's going to be very, very similar spec to this, but obviously with the 4 litre. And I have heard that it is kind of like driving a breeze block through cheese. Who knows? I'm looking forward to it. Obviously you get the noise and all the rest of it, but I feel again like I'm being a bit of a granny. Like, I feel like I'd have the G350D. It's chill. It's understated as a G Wagon can be, without the fuel bill. Riddle me that. What do you guys think? Let me know in the questions. Questions? Comments? Brains all over the place today. Interesting to see what the G63 comes up with. I'm just gonna head home now, go finish up some paperwork, because my new baby is arriving. I am so excited for you guys to see this thing, because I'll give you a little hint. It's my favourite colour in the world on a car. And if you guys know me as, like, I think you know me, you'll know what colour that is. But again, see if you can guess it in the comments below. Make sure you go over to my Instagram to follow that. Drift Queen is still plugging away. We're on, what, episode 5 or 6 now? Episode 5. Been loving the feedback. I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying it. Again, really personal journey. I cry a lot. I get frustrated a lot. But it's just a real nice body of work, because it tells me for who I am, me. Love me or hate me, you know what I mean? Right guys, I will catch you on the flip side when I've got the G63 on board and the new car. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. All that good jazz. Have a good day. Bye.